What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Rail. So in today's video, I want to show you guys what I believe is the best trips tight end defense inside of Madden 22. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So if you guys missed part 1, please make sure you go check out part 1. And I actually go into practice mode and I break down exactly how I run the defense that you're about to see me run. So this is actually going to be some live gameplay, and I'm gonna take you guys through my depth chart, because actually the team that I'm rocking out with is going to be I'm about to say Redskins, the football team. So that's the team I'm rocking out with. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I do it, and kind of while I'm showing you guys, I'm kind of talking to you as well. So I actually put out a video, like I said, I believe it's about 2 videos ago, so make sure you go check it out, on the exact defense that you're going to be seeing me run. Now, since I'm actually not going to be talking about offense, this is only going to be defensive video, so it's only going to be showing, like I said, when I'm on defense, and showing you versus trips tight end offset, because I did have somebody in the comments ask me about trips tight end offset and asked me to do a video on it. So that's why I ended up dropping the first video, to show you guys kind of how I like to do it. And also, this video is good if you guys are curious about, you know, how to stop the run, you know, how that looks, because everything that I'm be showing you in this video is going to just be basically everything I'm showing you, you'll be able to apply it, you'll be able to see it, and I'm going to walk you step by step through my whole process, so you'll be able to see exactly how I make each individual adjustment. And one thing that's important is sub linebackers, one thing I want to say. So that's why I actually do have Forrest right here. He's going to be our user. So we got that 91 speed, 92 excel, and he's 6 foot, so that's a great user. And we got Landon Collins, who's going to be our other linebacker out there. Now, you actually want somebody who's actually decently fast and who can actually cover people right here, and you're going to be able to tell that in the gameplay here in a second. But slot corner, you actually want to make sure that you have somebody who's fast, and basically just fast. That's all you need right here. So that's why I do have Trey McTire here. And yeah, that's basically everything. So let's go ahead and dive right into this gameplay. So right here, you can see that we are underway, man. So we're playing Amelia 910, and I ain't gonna lie to you guys, he was actually really good with the Panthers. It's definitely gonna be a great game, and I do hope you guys can just sit through it. So it's about a 10-minute game clip that you're about to see, and I'm gonna kind of just go over everything, so you'll be able to see the defenses I pick, you know, my adjustments that I'm able to do. You guys are gonna be able to see all that. I'll be able to walk you guys exactly through my process, what's going on, what I'm thinking, and everything like that. So without further ado, man, let's hop right into it, man. So right here, I'm gonna start off just kind of seeing what he wants to come out in. So normally one thing I like to do when I start off a game is just kind of, you know, make sure my audibles are set, make sure my subs are where I want them. So I was kind of trying to decide where I want, but the thing I like about the Redskins, they have speed in their front four. So, you know, you got Montez Sweat, you got Chase Young, you got the other D tackle who's really good, Jonathan Allen. So you got a lot of speed, you got, you know, a lot of power, you know, you got some superstars. So the Redskins are really good to use on defense, in my opinion. They got speed everywhere. And right here, I'm just kind of waiting on him to see what he's doing, just kind of playing around. So you see right here, trips tight end offset. So I was trying to decide if I wanted to go 4-down lineman front or 3-down lineman front. And again, please make sure you guys watch part 1 on this, so you can kind of understand exactly what's going on and everything. So this is just for those of you guys who in part 1 was probably like, oh hey, he didn't have time to do all those adjustments. This is actually proof right here, and that's why I called it an advanced setup. So right here, you can tell he is going to go ahead and decide to run the ball, go and get 4 yards, and that's fine. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 for him. And I'm taking you guys into real speed to show you exactly how long it takes to set things up. So you see right here, we're already set. Now, one thing on motion you need to understand, if he lets him motion him all the way out, then you want to go ahead and put that guy in the inside third, just so you don't give up a 1-play touchdown. Not inside third, excuse me, outside third. I'm talking about that cornerback out there. So 3rd and 6. Now he did get cheated a little bit with that throw, I'm gonna admit that. And right here, 3rd and 6, I feel like this should have been a pick, man. You can kind of tell they kind of made my person glitch a little bit, so I couldn't run down as fast as I wanted to. But regardless, I mean, good dot by him, I guess. So 4th and 1, I figured he's going to run the ball, so I kind of cheated my safety down. Great play by him, and we are able to somewhat contain that play. That was actually a really good play on his part. So it was at that moment where I was like, okay, he can run the ball. He's showing me he's going to be able to run the ball, so let me actually get into a more, you know, heavier set. So that's why I chose big nickel. Just like I told you guys in practice mode, we're going to set it up the same exact way. So the point of just doing this was just to show you guys that, yes, everything I give you does work. So he lets him motion him out. Anytime he lets the player sit, I'm going to put that cornerback in the outside third. And the reason why is because I don't want to give up a 1-play touchdown on the streak. So right here, you can tell 1st and 10, nothing's really open. Our user does a great job. Now, I was actually just kind of lurking, and we're able to get pressure. So that's what's going to happen whenever you line up in this big nickel. So it's just going to is going to match up really well. Now, the play that I'm actually in, I believe, is cover 4 palms, is what I based everything out of. So if you want to use this play to use cover 4 palms, you can tell everything was covered, you know, what was open. And that's why I said this defense is just really, really good, because it's going to take away the basic thing that you want to do. So if you want to bust this style of defense, you are really going to struggle because you have to really just cook up something specific, which you'll see what can give it trouble here in a little while. But until then, just look. That's why I love cover 4 palms or doing things out of match coverage, because had that been a regular coverage shell, he would not have matched that playmaker. So that's why I said that using those quarter flats are really underrated, and it's something that a lot of people don't really know how good those quarter flats play on this game. So that's why, right there, also, you could tell the run defense. So that's why I love using the safety on the running back side, just like I told you. Now, pay attention. He flipped, so guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to flip. Now, I didn't get to do it in this one, but what you're going to be able to see soon is that when he flips, you want to make sure you flip. And the reason why we want to flip, so we don't give that up right there. And the reason that was open, because our slot cornerback was not on that side. And you want to make sure your slot cornerback is to the 3 receiver side every single time. So anyways, he did get that nice completion by him, but you could tell this is the defense. And I mean, just look, like, he really can't go anywhere. Your user is just kind of, following the flow of the ball if they run the ball. So now we got 2nd and 7. And for those of you guys that are kind of wondering about the setup, like I said, please make sure you do go check out part 1, because I don't want to just break that down here. Now, the reason I kept that man up to the tight end is because he didn't motion that guy all the way out. Now, that's the only thing that you have to worry about technically is if they actually have a backside slant and a playmaker. But I told you guys in part 1 what you can do to slow that down if that's what they want to do. So anyways, right here, so he's going to let him sit. So when he lets him sit, I'm actually going to put my cornerback in the outside third right there. I don't know. That's great defense. I'm sorry. That's great defense. So, I mean, good throw by him, I guess. But I have 4 people sitting there, and if he completes that, there's nothing I can do about that. So, right here, that's why I said I really love this defense, because look at how we're able to shoot that gap. And that is a really hard gap shoot to do out of any other defense. So that's why I love using that safety, because a lot of times you're not going to be counted for in the run fit. So we got 2nd and goal right here, and we're kind of just seeing, what he wants to do. You can tell where we're playing. So he's going to run vertical stock, which I told you guys this play does really, really well versus vertical stock. And you can tell, I mean, nothing's open. I go to pull up the quarterback, and he's going to be able to step out of bounds right there. So instead of him, throwing the ball away, he gave up 4 yards, which we'll take that, So we got 30 goal, and we're playing, you can tell we're playing excellent defense with the setup that I gave you guys. And just kind of pay attention how people are playing, pay attention how the zones are playing, pay attention how the match is playing. So that's just the reason why I wanted to show you guys this video. You can see the setup. He actually gave time to let me show you guys the setup and just show you, exactly how we're doing things. And like I said, I am basing all this out of cover 4 palms, and you don't have to base it all out of cover 4 palms. Now, right there is the only problem. Remember I told you guys with that linebacker at safety? So Landon Collins cannot cover Christian McCaffrey. I know that. That was my fault. I definitely should have been over there on my user. I was usering what they call no man's land. But pay attention to what I did right here. So you notice how my slot cornerback went over there? Why is that? Because I flipped my play. So now that I flipped my play, we're good. We're set up. You can tell nothing's open at all. So I did a great job of lurking him, just unable to get the pick. Thank goodness he stepped out of bounds, which I think I still got cheated, but it is what it is. So we got 2nd and 10 right here. And like I said, just look at the defense, man. So we're going to see what he can do. Now, one thing I was telling you guys in practice mode that I like to do is actually slide my line, contain, and then slide him again just so I can have my defensive tackle as a contain, but we wasn't able to get it right there. But he's going to let that receiver sit, so we're going to put that cornerback in the outside third. So right here, we're just kind of looking, setting up. Now, great route concept by my opponent. Now, there are certain things, like I was telling you guys, that you can be susceptible to. So this is another great example of something that you could be susceptible to. So just like I told you guys in practice mode, it's exactly how I showed it to you, that it does great against curls, but you can be susceptible to that flat route out there. So if you want to adjust to that, you just have to individually adjust. So now you see I put my player out there in a flat instead of a purple. So guess what? He flipped his offense. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to flip my defense. And now we're just going to set it up the same exact way, but to the other side. You see, we're set up all the way. He's going to run the ball. Now, great job by him cutting the outside, but the way the defense works, he will have to outrun my cornerback pretty much, or EA would just have to give him, like a break attack or animation or something for him to be able to score. Now, I don't know why it's like that in big nickel, but every time I would spread my line, it would bring my safety down. Not sure what that's about, but right here, I remember CMC toasted me on that route, covered that. Now, technically, I actually did not play my responsibility. I'm responsible for the crosser in that setup. Just like I tell you guys in practice mode, I'm responsible for the crosser. And I just knew he didn't want it. I could tell what he was looking for, and so I wanted to take that away. And we guessed right. So he technically had a one-play touchdown because I left my responsibility. But, hey, he didn't see it, so we're all good. So it's perfect defense. So right here, this is one thing I was telling you about. So the reason that got open is because to the DJ Moore side, that square route, we're actually playing palms coverage on that one player. But to kind of count. Oh, watch this actually. Hold on, watch this. So look at this, man. So I was actually mad at that point. So when my player dived, I actually got mad at that point. I'm like, bro, at least dived. I should be able to get an animation. But what I was telling you guys with Square, he was actually playing a quarter. So he was actually matching onto that post route, which actually left that streak open. So to kind of counter that, what I did was just I put my outside cornerback into a third instead of having them in a quarter. So like I said, it's just different things, like I was telling you guys in practice mode, that you just want to be able to have the ability to adjust. You know, you have to understand what somebody's trying to do, and you're essentially going to just keep countering what they're trying to counter to you. So if he ever did that setup again, it just won't be open this time. Why? Because I made the adjustment and I understood why my defense got busted that last play. So another great example of showing you guys how to just, you know, how to be able to adjust and actually how to be able to think, how to understand what players are doing. Now right there, I don't know if it was this controller or something, but it couldn't be. The only reason I accepted it because I seen him pointing the hot routing, so that means his controller wasn't dead. Now if his player just didn't move at all for the whole time, I would have declined it because I was like, okay, you know, a glitch or something happened. But he was doing too many audibles, and that's why I accepted the penalty. So we got 3rd and 10 right here. Now this is what I was telling you about. So you notice how I spread my line. Now if that's not Troy Apke, I get beat, but we get the great lurk right there. But I'm gonna call it a lurk because we, you know, I'm gonna call it a lurk, man. So basically that's pretty much gonna be the video though, man. So just let me know how you enjoyed this. Let me know how you use it. I know you'll love it versus trips tight end offset, or any trips tight end really. And yeah, I had a lot of fun, man. But anyways, I hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.